Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, welcome to our class. Inshallah, today we will start from the organs of reproduction in humans. So, we all know that reproduction in humans require two individuals, that is, it requires a male and a female. So, now we will see the male reproductive organ. So male reproductive organ, this is the diagram, the diagrammatic representation. So we will see the each part and we will see the function. So here the organ, a pair of testes, here you can see the testis here, and the function of this is to generate the sperms. And you have two sperm ducts or vasa differentia, that is the name, and the singular is vas deferens. So here you can see, and it arises from each testis and it passes up into the body to join together here, and it forms the ejaculatory duct. Okay, it forms the ejaculatory duct. Duct means tube, and here the one ejaculatory duct is there here, and it is the common duct for both urine and sperms. And you have here a penis, and it is a muscular organ which helps to transfer the sperm into the female body. So these are the organs of the male reproductive organs, and we will see about the female reproductive organ. So, and one more thing you have to here they have given an information, that is the testes lie outside the body in the scrotum. Okay, that is the scrotal sac, and this is the reason is that the sperms that are produced in the testis, they have to be 2 degrees Celsius lesser than the body temperature, so it is kept like outside of the body. That's why the testes lie outside of the body. Okay, so so that the sperm stay alive, don't die if the temperature is same as the body temperature. And the next one is the female reproductive system. So here in the first diagram, the human female reproductive system, and this one is the section of a female reproductive tract. Okay, it's showing the movement of the egg once it is released from the ovary, and what happens if it is fertilized in the fallopian tube, and then the zygote formation undergoing development till it reaches the uterus. Okay, uterus is where the baby grows. Okay, the fetus grows. Okay, so the female reproductive system is located in the lower abdomen, and in the table they have given the different organs and their functions. So the ovary and the oviduct are commonly found in all female animals. Okay, from ovary the ova is formed, that is egg cells, and uterus is a place where the babies develop. Okay, so here you can see this is the vagina, and you have ovaries where the eggs are formed, that is ova, and the uterus, and you have fallopian tube. So this is the movement of fertilized eggs. So here the ovary forms the eggs and the eggs move here, and this is the place where if sperm cells come, then fertilization happens. Okay, and then finally it goes to the womb. Okay, so here the organs, they have given a pair of ovaries, here one ovary and another ovary here. So a pair of ovaries, it produce ova, that is the egg, and two fallopian tubes. These are the fallopian tubes. The function of the fallopian tube, they are the oviducts. Okay, where the tubes through which eggs pass from ovaries into the uterus. So it forms here, and it moves through the fallopian tube, and it moves to the uterus. And here you have the uterus here, and the function is the womb in which the embryo develops. The embryo, it develops there, and cervix is the opening of the uterus. Here it is the opening of the uterus, and the on vagina, which is the female opening. Okay, so this is about the female organ. And next topic is fertilization and embryonic development in humans. So here in the diagram they have given the steps of reproduction in humans, and figure A and B are the human gametes. First one is the sperm, the male gamete that is generated in the testis. This is the male gamete, okay. And the second diagram is the egg or ovum, which is the female gamete produced in the ovary through the process of oogenesis. The process in which the ovum or egg is formed is called as oogenesis. So what happens is that the nuclei of the sperm and the egg, they fuse inside the egg, okay. Here you can see the sperm gets fused into the ovum, and after that it forms zygote. Once they are fused, it forms zygote, and this fusion is what is called as fertilization, okay. This fusion is what is called as fertilization, and where it happens in the fallopian tube, that is oviduct, okay. Then the fertilized egg or zygote begins to divide repeatedly. After the fusion, this zygote, it begins to divide repeatedly, and it reaches a stage, okay, called as blastocell, okay. Then this blastocell, it gets embedded into the thickened uterine wall, okay. There is a uterine wall in the female, so it gets embedded. After this it gets embedded, and finally the fetus is grown, and the baby is born, okay. So this is the process. So let's say that here we told, while we are talking about the menstruation, that this uterine wall, it gets ready so that this blastocell gets attached to this, okay. So here it forms. Let's say this, there is no fertilization, okay, there is no sperm, there is no fertilization. So what happens is that there is no attachment of the blastocell, okay. So this uterine wall that prepared itself for the attachment of this blastocell, it gets disintegrated, and the blood capillaries that are there in that uterine wall, everything, they get disintegrated and bleeding happens. So that is what is called as menstruation. This happens once in 28 to 30 days in female, okay. So if there is a fertilization, so there will be no menstruation. That you have to remember. So this is the thing that is explained, what I explained above. And the embryo, it now called as fetus. When it grows up, it is called as fetus, and in 280 days it is grown into a full-fledged baby, that is individual, and finally it is born under the influence of a hormone from posterior pituitary. The hormone is called as oxytocin. So oxytocin helps for the baby to be born from the uterus, okay. So we will stop here, inshallah. From the next class we will continue from the human population, and inshallah next class we will complete the lesson, okay. So please study well. If you have any doubts, you can message me. Please don't call me late night, because one student was calling me late night at 10:30. So if you want to call me, you have to message me, and then you can explain your issue, then you can call me, inshallah, okay. So if you have any doubts, you can message me. Study well. Barakallahu feek. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.